Welcome to another episode. When King Charles appointed Anne and Edward to their new positions, Prince Harry was said to be furious. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for updates. When the king is absent due to travel or illness, the king's duties are assumed by the councillors of state. Prince Harry and Prince Andrew are no longer working royals, and are therefore unfit for the position as a result of the controversy surrounding Prince Andrew and Harry's decision to stop performing royal duties. The Princess Royal and the Earl of Wessex have both been formally named by the king as his delegates. The duties are often assigned to the sovereign's spouse and the next 4 adults in line who are above 21. The Regency Act, which establishes the criteria for who can serve as a councillor of state, will be modified as a result of the amendments. As a result, the new councillors of state will be the Queen Consort, Prince William, Princess Beatrice, Princess Anne, and Prince Edward. Princes Andrew and Harry might not be entirely removed from the role, but the addition of Anne and Edward will make it less likely that they will need to be used. Following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, Charles indicated that new council members had been chosen in order to ensure ongoing efficiency of public business. While I am unavailable, the king's choice to choose his siblings was lauded by Ms. Levin, who also noted that Harry and Andrew were removed off the list in a very polite way. But the royal author continued, "But he lives in California. He's stopped being a working royal, so why should he be a councillor of state?" Harry and Meghan would be extremely outraged. "It's about the best support system for the king," she remarked, "not about Harry." The royal biographer also addressed the Duke of York problem and said that the king's action was quite sensible. Mrs. Levin observed that the public would be very outraged if he were required to carry out the king's formal duties. The selection of Anne and Edward, the royal expert concluded, allows Charles to ensure that the appropriate individuals are doing the proper job. A request for comment has been sent to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In another news, Meghan Markle accepts the woke moniker while denouncing assaults on female activists. In her podcast Archetypes, the Duchess of Sussex examined the stereotypes associated with the term woke. Meghan Markle has questioned the unfavorable connotation associated with the idea of being woke in the most recent edition of her podcast series. Activists Shohreh Aghdashloo and Jamila Jamil joined the Duchess of Sussex to explore preconceptions and opinions about women who participate in activism in this episode. In recent years, the concept of awake culture has become a contentious issue due to concerns that woke campaigners want to bring about drastic and unstable changes in society. Meghan ridiculed the notion that the term woke, particularly when used to female activists, has come to be perceived as disgusting by many listeners in her podcast. Those who are conscious of and actively attentive to key societal truths and issues, notably those of race and social justice, are said to be awake, according to the dictionary. When you add a woman to that rather bland definition, Meghan said, it becomes, for many, almost nasty, some could even say absurd. Yet why? What makes a woman's opinion as powerful as a man's so terrifying? Why do we occasionally cower before that? Go back into the security of our own shell, turtle, as I've said. The Duchess asserted that the term awake was especially devastating when applied to women and was frequently employed to disparage strong female viewpoints. Meghan has frequently talked about the criticisms leveled at women with strong opinions and those in positions of authority since she started her podcast series. According to the Duchess, false labels are applied to women in an effort to hold them in their place, particularly those who have power and agency. Meghan has personal experience with judgmental labels because she was referred to be Duchess difficult when a member of the royal family, a topic that is not covered in her own podcast series. Shortly after Meghan's nuptials to Prince Harry, some sources asserted that the Duchess had become more demanding of palace employees, leading to the emergence of the derogatory moniker. Unnamed royal aides claimed Meghan had a degree of directness that had brought a few employees to the verge of breaking. Thanks for watching.